Listen, first of all, I'm here with Exhibit Plus. Let's just say that first. And you can find me on Instagram at Demi.Blvck. That's Demi.Blvck. Y'all check me out.
Hi, how you doing? This is Exhibit Plus. My name is Tay Alexandria, and we have a special guest today. You mind introducing yourself?
So my name is Demi Blvck. I am a fashion designer, business owner here in Memphis, and some of you may have heard of me. I'm not sure, but if you haven't, you're gonna know today.
And I'm pretty sure everybody in Memphis has, because he is very popular and his designs are incredible. So, Mr. Demi Blvck.
Yeah.
So how did you get started in the fashion business?
I always tell people I got started by accident. So it just kind of happened on its own. I was in school, just trying to, look good. And so I had some shirts at the house that I was just like altering, taking apart and stuff.
Yeah.
And so at the time, I think the popular thing to do was like the floral sleeves. It was like floral was big at that time. So I was like taking floral fabric and like putting it on the sleeves and like making a little pocket and stuff. Now keep in mind, I did not know what I was doing.
Just trying something.
Okay. And so with a lot of practice and with the help of YouTube University, here I am today.
And that's where most of us learn our stuff from, YouTube.
Right.
Okay. So what inspired your fashion style, your fashion sense in your designs?
Well, originally what kind of inspired it was like anime and stuff like that. So I watched a lot of anime, so I would kind of pick up on the little Japanese, like the hard lines and the structure of it and stuff like that. So I would pick up on a lot of that at first. But that's kind of changed over the years.
Yeah.
And I'm still big on, and another thing too, let me say this before I go there. So I was actually going to be an architect. So that was my first thing I wanted to be. And so I did drafting in high school and stuff like that. And I used to sketch out floor plans and, so I would always like design buildings in my mind. So that kind of had something to do with it too. But over the years, I think my style has changed, evolved, whatever you want to call it. But my style is a lot of different styles, to be honest. Like I can do probably anything you can think of.
I'm noticing your style of dress right now, and on Instagram and all that. It's very eclectic. It's very different.
Right. I just and really I just be myself, to be honest with you. I don't really let me not say that. I was gonna say I don't put a lot of thought into it, but I do put a lot of thought into the way I look. But at the same time, I just kind of go with how I feel. I don't, if I like it, I like it. I don't really worry about how people gonna feel when I walk in the room.
Okay.
I'm just like, I like it. It's cool.
All right. So what inspired, because you have the category fashion show coming up,
right,
and you did have one previously last year. So what inspired you to start your own production, your own fashion show in Memphis?
Well, it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, to be honest with you. I just never really stepped out and did it. I think, I am a big person. I'm the type of person that really wants to know what I'm doing before I do something, because I understand, when you do your own stuff, you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And nobody likes to fail, especially me. So I think that was most of it. I was just trying to really make sure I knew what I was doing. So I knew people who were doing fashion shows. I had friends who were doing shows, so I would, I kind of called a couple of them, got a little bit of advice, did my research for a year before I even did my own first show, because I really wanted mine to be a success.
Right.
So I've been wanting to do it for a while. It was nothing, out the blue.
Right.
I just really took a while to do it. That's how.
Okay.
So.
Were you nervous about your first show last year? What obstacles did you face? I'll say that.
Was I nervous? Yes. very nervous. But man. Well, I would say this. I'll say our obstacles were more like in-house, just trying to remain focused on the goal and on the mission. When I do something, I look at everything as its own entity. Like, for example, my brand, Demi Blvck, I look at it as its own thing. And I work for Demi Blvck. And so everybody on my team, we all work for Demi Blvck. Nobody's bigger than the other person. Even me, even though I started it. Okay. We all work for Demi Blvck. So when I decided to do the category fashion show, it was a lot of the same. It was more of like, you know, we had a vision. Me and my co-producer, D, which she's not here right now, but we had a vision, and we just went for it. To be honest with you, like we kind of knew how this would work. You know, we kind of, you know, when we went into it, everybody had their own I guess roles in it. And you know, I'm gonna step out on a limb here, but I would like to say that I'm the face of it. You know, and so we kind of knew that was gonna be my position. Yeah. And we kind of knew that, you know, people would buy into that with me, you know, being the face of the brand. And so it worked out. You know, last year was a complete success. So it really worked out. We're hoping we get the same result this year. You know, this year has been different, but we praying for the same result. And you know, we never gonna get ahead of ourselves. We're gonna remain humble through it all. And I say, like I said, most of our hurdles were just in-house, just trying to remain focused and stick to the goals. Yeah. You know, we didn't really have any major hurdles as far as like anything really getting in our way last year. It was just we got in our own way a lot of the time. So yeah.
Okay. So for this year, I know that the theme is different. Just speak a little about that. Like, what is the theme this year, and how is it different from last year?
Well, first off, let's talk about what the category fashion show is. Okay. So the category fashion show is just that, a different category every year. So last year was award show fashion. This year is like a kind of like a botanical thing, you know, so a lot of floral stuff, nature type of stuff, you know. I'm curious to see what people gon', you know, step up with. We want to transform this thing into something like almost like the Met Gala, like people really come out for it. You know, and I know that it's gonna take some time to build that culture. Yeah, but that's the type of culture we're trying to build with the category.
And you know what, it does seem as if that's what it's heading to. Yeah. You know, it's basically looking that way. You know, it's like a Met Gala type of a feel to it. I like that.
We really want everybody to put their best foot forward. Yeah, you know that. And to me, when I see people do that like they did last year, everybody was sharp. It was award show fashion. People really, you know, they put thought into what they wore, and so that let me know that, hey, we're promoting this thing right. We pushing it right. Like people are getting it. You know, so yeah, I don't even know what question you asked me.
No, you answered it perfectly. So, with that being said, have you faced any challenges this year with your production of the show?
Okay. I'll say this again without saying too much. I just feel like sometimes we get in our own way. Yeah. You know. Yeah. But we are learning, and we just learning our roles. I think that's what it is. Like when you building a company, you know, it's like a pie, you know. And if you add 10% to that company, that's your part of the pie. Not to say we ain't even talking about financial structure. We just talking about being a team and what can you add as far as value to this team. You know, when somebody falling off, you got to be willing to pick them up. And so a lot of the times, like I said, we just get in our own way, and I think that's really been our main obstacle really for the past 2 years. So we're figuring that out, like, and we just defining roles more and more every year. We are just tinkering the roles, and I think that's what we're really getting in stone. And I think next year we're really gonna have it down packed to what everybody's strong suit is and what everybody's valuable piece is to add to this puzzle. So that's really our only hurdle. I mean, we strong over here. We strong. We just need to figure out, get these roles on deck, and I think we're doing that.
Yeah, that's understood. That is. So I would want to ask, what designers are we looking forward to seeing in your show?
Oh yeah. Okay. So We got NASA B. I don't know if you know NASA, but NASA's an amazing couture designer. We got Modesta Designs by Mo. She's another couture designer. We got Kimmy, Miss Kimmy. I think it's called Kimmy by Design.
I heard of her. Yeah.
So she's going to be in the show. We got a young lady coming down from Jackson named KO. She was actually in the show last year.
Okay.
She's another couture designer. We got Breeze. Breeze is actually a music artist, and she has a line too. So she's gonna show her line, and it's like ready to wear, like urban. So we got some really, really dope, and of course we got me.
Of course, the headliner.
Yeah, we got me too. So sometimes when you're producing, you forget you're a designer.
Oh no, never forget that. Never.
So yeah, we got some really, really good designers, some fresh designers, some people that's eager to, like, boost their brand up. So I think that's what I like. I like people that's hungry. So I like people that's passionate, people that's hungry. If you're not really passionate or hungry around me, just get away.
Just stay out the way.
Just stay out the way, because I'm gonna eat you alive.
Okay. So speaking of that, what would you like to tell, like, new and upcoming designers who look up to your work? What would you like what advice would you like to give them?
Well, the strongest piece of advice I think that I can give to anybody, which is the most cliche thing to say, is just stick with it. The truth of the matter is, I've been designing since 2013, but I really just started seeing, like, success in the past, like, 2 to 3 years. So it took me a long time. Designing is one of those fields where, if you don't get off right away, it might take some time for you to find yourself. And a lot of people are not patient with that. A lot of people think it's gonna happen overnight, and that's for a lot of different fields. It's not just designer, but for any young designer, I just say, you mainly just gotta stay true to yourself. Don't start designing stuff that people just want from you. Make what you want. It's an audience for everybody. It's a client for everybody. It's a customer for everybody. Somebody's gonna see just like what you saw. And I think that when you have a vision, it's at least 10,000 of the people who can see what you see. And those are your clients. And so just don't lose focus to that.
And don't water yourself down.
And don't water yourself down trying to please everybody, because you're really just going to in turn drive yourself crazy, because you're never going to please everybody. That's just what it is.
Understood.
It's some people who tell me, I like your stuff, but it's just too much for me. Like, I don't think I could wear it. Okay.
Well, everybody has their cup of tea.
Everybody got their cup of tea. You feel me? So I respect it. You feel me? But you're just not my client. But I do have a lot of people who do like my stuff, who will wear it, who will, rock it. So that's who I'm gonna aim to target. So just stay focused, stick with it, and you'll achieve that goal.
Okay. And with the category fashion show, it has been a success last year. Major jump off last year. This year, nothing short of success, or probably even better.
Right.
So for next year, do you have an idea in mind of what the theme might be? Can you give the viewers a little sneak peek of what the theme might be?
Well, I'll say this. I can't tell y'all what the theme is. But we are thinking of some themes already for next year.
Okay.
We actually had thought of this theme last year.
Okay.
And we weren't going to go with this theme at first. We had another theme in mind, but we just didn't feel like people would receive it right. So we was like, nah, we're gonna wait until we can market that one correctly, and then we'll bring it back. But last year we came up with several ideas, and those are still in the chamber. And I say we got about 5 or 6 for the next about 5 or 6 years. We already got ideas kind of lined up.
That's very proactive. Very proactive. Yes.
Yeah. And it's only gonna get better as the budget gets better. And that's why I said, excuse me.
You're fine.
But that's why I was saying, if you've ever seen a Chanel show, just go and check out that's my biggest inspiration. Some of the stuff that they do, I think it's like really innovative and cool, and a lot of the stuff you see from them, you would think they're outside, but they're actually in a building. And so that's kind of the creative area I'm kind of going for. And so we're just gonna continue to, go up, and as the budget gets bigger, we'll be able to, create more for the city of Memphis. And I think that the category fashion show really has a place here because nobody is doing this. And so, and I just think that, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I just think people don't think like me. Like, for real. I just think my brain is just different. You know? And I think that when I see something, I don't see it as maybe. I see it as we gonna do it. And so, or how can we do it? Not can we do it. Let's make it work. How can we do it? And I think that's what makes this production different, because we're gonna figure out a way to do it regardless. So yeah, I think it really has a place here. Nobody's doing anything like this, and I'm really passionate about it because I can really see it going, to the moon, like for real and beyond. And so yeah, I'm just excited to see.
And that's a very optimistic outlook that you have. I love that. It's very positive. Sure. And I know you mentioned that, possibly taking it to the moon and further. So I know previously I did ask, but also just for the viewers to know, do you ever plan on taking the category fashion show outside of Memphis or even outside of Tennessee, the country? Like, what is your end goal for the category fashion show?
Well, definitely don't have an end goal right now. We're going forever. Okay. But,
all right.
But I will say this. Definitely we plan on going outside of Memphis, though. I think one of my goals right now for the category fashion show is to make it the category fashion week. And so in that fashion week, we'll have even, different categories and stuff that we're doing. We'll give people, a reason to come out, And so, yes, we're definitely going to go beyond Memphis, in the States, but beyond the States, internationally. We got big plans for the show. Like I said, it's really no limit to how far we can go or how far we plan to go. We have big plans for this. I know I do, and so I know that anything I set my mind to and anything I've set my mind to in the past has always come to
fruition.
Yes. So I don't expect any different here. I don't expect to stop.
Okay. I love that. And also, any final words that you have for the viewers, or did you want to leave your social media handle as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all make sure y'all follow me. So I have two pages. I got a personal and a business. My business is demi.blv as in Victor CK. Okay, so that's demi.blvck. That's my business. And then if you want to follow my personal, it's going to be mr_bl v as in Victor ck__. Okay, so y'all definitely run it up, man. Follow me. I'm kind of cool.
And also, please make sure you purchase a ticket for the category fashion show. It will be next month. And Mr. Demi, what date will it be?
Oh yeah, so it'll be on December 10th. Doors open at 6 o'clock. The show starts at 7. Like I said, we have an amazing set of designers, including myself. So you can get the ticket on Eventbrite. I don't know if we'll drop the link on the screen. Maybe we can do that, or if you just go to my page, one of those pages I just listed, you'll see it in the bio. Okay, so
all right, and y'all better purchase y'all tickets, especially if you live in the Memphis area.
Yeah,
come check out your boy. All right.
Don't want to miss it. I'm trying to tell you.
Thank you for watching Exhibit Plus.
My name is Marcy Lago, one of the hottest designers in the city, and I want you to keep watching Exhibit Plus.